Hello, boys and girls. Welcome along. How are we all doing? It's been a week. Did you survive without me on Tuesday? I decided to watch the football on Tuesday. That's why we went here on Tuesday. Any remaining Arsenal Champions League matches that fall on a Tuesday night will also lead to no stream on that Tuesday, I think, because I want to watch them because it's super fun. But yes, hello, how are we all doing? If you haven't watched today's Andrach video, I suggest you go and watch that before joining the stream. I can't be held responsible for any spoilers that might occur off the back of that. I suspect there's going to be people coming in who are going to want to talk about it though, so go watch that first, for goodness sake. Things happened in it. But yes, hello, how are we all doing? Hope we're all utterly delightful. By the way, me and Anna have been out all day. I had to take her to hospital. She's had 36 needles in her, and has come home and gone straight to sleep because of the stress of the whole situation. All of which means I've been able to steal 2 scoops of blue raspberry off of her. So we're getting involved in some blue raspberry, which smells very nice. This is what she gets for sleeping. That is very pleasant. Oh, it's very sweet, but very pleasant. I don't know that I needed 2 full scoops, but I was so excited. But yeah, I'm on the blue raspberry tonight, boys and girls. What a time to be alive. I'll watch your video from today later. I mean, that's a risk. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, she has like major back problems. And it's basically, she's effectively had an epidural, but rather than it all going into one place, they spread it all around to, I don't know, make it so that it doesn't stop her from being able to walk, but hopefully takes the edge off some of the pain. But I think it's half the needles are like numbing needles. It's weird. They give her like a dozen injections to stop the next 24 injections hurting as much. It's a very odd system. But yeah, she's had a lot of needles. She's covered in like dressings and bandages and stuff. And it will take about 10 days to see if it's actually had any impact. Not, she had it last year and it didn't really help. But we're trying again pre-Florida. And fingers crossed she'll be doing gymnastics and stuff in no time. I think that's the idea. But yes, like I say, every cloud has a silver lining. Means I get some blue raspberry, and that's the important thing. Right, should we do some Football Manager? I think we probably should, because it all started to go wrong in the last stream. We are still top of the championship, so it's started to go wrong, sort of. I mean, results wise, the fact that we're still top after that December shows how well we'd been playing up until that point, because December was rotten. January hasn't started particularly well either. It is now the 1st of January. We have got a little bit of money to spend, and I guess we now need to decide if we're going to spend it or not to try and make sure we get back to the Premier League. And I think a lot of it is going to depend on how we get on in the first match tonight, because there are areas of the team that could and probably should be improved. Particularly, I imagine goalkeeper is, I guess, the main one. The other thing, of course, is will we be able to keep hold of all of our players who might be attracting interest from bigger clubs? Which, to be fair, there's not many bigger clubs. Bees is wanted by 14 clubs. But yeah, I think a goalkeeper and a striker, I think, would be the dream. So we want a star striker and a first choice goalkeeper. And let's see what comes up. We've got 5 days before the next match. And then we'll make a proper decision after the first match. Because it might just be that the RNG was off in the last stream. Are the Lelujo Live videos going to catch up? No, they don't happen anymore. They don't exist anymore. They haven't for a number of weeks now. Yeah, there's no more videos. The VODs will stay on there, so you can get caught up using the VODs, but there won't be highlights videos anymore. They just weren't getting enough views to justify paying Topher. You know how much I hate paying Topher at the best of times, and they just weren't getting enough views to justify keep paying him. Right, Larios hasn't started a game all season in the Championship. We're trying to get back to the Premier League, and he's 30. I think all of that adds up to, yeah, we'll probably sell him. It's mad that it's Oxford who are off after him, but, I mean, let's try and squeeze a bit more money out of him. What's his value? I mean, let's try and get 2 million up front. There we go. That'll do. We probably could have squeezed them even further. Amundsen Day off to Plymouth again. That works for me. I can accept that. And we've made an offer for this guy, apparently. Joel Drake's Thomas. Who... I mean, okay. I'm assuming Past Kev had a plan. We'll take him. Even he's saying we need a better goalkeeper, which is interesting. Non-promotion release clause. Interesting. You're not having any of this. Get your clauses out of here. Come in and commit, you turtle. You're not having that either. There you go. Lovely stuff. And more people to stick on the loan list. Did I miss a stream on Tuesday? No, we didn't do a stream on Tuesday. There was a pinned message on the stream that has been scheduled since Tuesday morning, explaining that there wouldn't be one. But yeah, there wasn't a stream on Tuesday. How high is your seeding? Just in case, we're not talking about that. It's not relevant. It's not relevant. Right, Norbert Kovacs. There's bids for him as well. He's been here a year and a half, and has only started one game in all that time. And again, if he can't get in our team in the Championship, is he going to get in the team when we're back in the Premier League? Probably not. That being said, if we're only loaning him out, let's just make sure we get all of his salary covered. And then we can review the situation in the summer with him. Yeah, so we'll accept that one. And we're just going to reject that one straight up. And yeah, you have to pay all of his salary. So, yeah, beautiful. I mean, could we not just go straight back to where we were before? Yeah, that's just getting straight declined as well. And then we've got an offer for Kearney from Damak off of Saudi Arabia. He may become unsettled if not able to speak to them. Why would he want to go? I don't understand why he'd want to go to Saudi Arabia at 22 years old. When he's got the chance to play in the Premier League again next year, maybe move. I mean, I do know why he'd want to go. Money. But it just seems silly at 22. Persuade to stay. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to put. You have a release clause. There you go. He's got a release clause, so they can pay his release clause. How much is his release clause? His release clause, 17.25 million. So they can pay that. 17.25 million. There you go. Pay that. Non-negotiable. And you don't want to pay it. Well, then you're not going to get the player then, are you? You Wally. You big silly Wally. That's an interesting one. Schalke after El Mubaki, who is our starting left back. We spent 9.5 million on him. Has he got a relegation release clause? Yeah, 23 million. So it's going to be this exact same situation. May become unsettled. Okay, well, where are we? You have a release clause. I can't really afford to wait. Well, you're gonna. They can pay your release clause, which is how much? 23 million, was it? 23 million. These boys agreed these release clauses. It's their own silly fault. Kearney's handed in a transfer request. 17.25 million, young man. I have my holy hydration kit and I absolutely love it. Lovely stuff. Is there anywhere I can potentially contact you? I mean, I guess the email address that's on all my social media profiles is probably the place. That was me hydrating. Oh, we've had some subs in as well. Posh Connor Smith, thank you for 49 months. Jacob, thank you for 26 months. Mitch, thank you for 19 months. Sprigo, thank you for 12 months. Officially, best year of your life. Can I have some Kick friends? Max the Great on Kick, watching on his own, wants some of you to go and watch on Kick with him. He would like some Kick friends. If anyone wants to be Kick friends, go and watch on Kick. Right. He is the one that we just want full salary for, isn't he? We're happy to let him go. Nope. Well, then you're not going, are you? Are you? You goose. You've got a tough decision to make here. What's my tough decision? I don't have tough decisions. Tough decisions have Kev. Yeah. Easy peasy. What happened to YouTube highlights videos? They don't exist anymore. It is really interesting to see how sporadically people watch the streams, because we talk about this in the first 5 or 10 minutes of every stream and have done since they stopped. That's not intended as a criticism. I just find it really interesting. Yes, to summarize again, not enough people were watching them to justify paying for them. I was losing money on making them, and much to everybody's frustration, I have to make a profit. So I had to stop paying Topher, which we could all agree is sensational. Max the Great got some new holy today as well. There you go. We have a couple of people commenting on Kick now. Topher got kicked. Topher got promoted. He's now working on Block Party. He's been moved up to the main channel. After like 4 or 5 years slumming it on Lelujo Live, he has now been moved up to the main event. Main roster call-up for him, finally. Missing the I'm a Nut jingle for the sub. I mean, that hasn't been there for 3 or 4 years, probably. It's a long time since we've had that. In before Topher gets fired from Lego. Well, you know, he has to behave himself. That's why he's not here now. He's working on a Lego video, I think. That's what he sent me. That's the message he sent me earlier. I've given him loads to do. Did Topher get promoted, or did he request a transfer after having to edit the Tottenham versus Crystal Palace stream? I guess we'll never know. Right, come on. Let's start as we mean to go on. Win, and then we don't have to sign a load of new players. Lego highlights. No, not Lego highlights. Normal Lego videos. Which has massively freed up my time. Because I've been doing daily Lego content for about 18 months now. I was spending a lot of each day editing Lego videos. So all of a sudden I've got time to, and this is revolutionary, and it is going to change that, turn that channel on its head. I've got time to actually build Lego again now. This is not ideal though. We need a new goalkeeper. More Lego City highlight updates coming soon. Yeah, once a week for the Lego City updates for the time being. We're trying to get onto some kind of schedule. It's part of Topher being in. So we'll have the Last Week in Lego series will be out every Thursday, sponsored by Holy, which is our weekly news roundup that Topher edits. Lego City updates should be Tuesdays. Shopping and convention videos will be at the weekends. And then there'll be, in the gaps between all that, obviously, that's where we slot in the sitting down and talking videos, or a bit more build stuff is the other option to slot in there. Did the office space go? The office space we were originally hoping to get is no longer available. We have found a better one. It's not quite as big, but it's nearer our house, has parking, which the other one didn't, and is only up one flight of stairs rather than 3. But it's all still a case of it's not time yet. That Bricks in a Bag website you found is wonderful. It is really good. I mean, full disclosure, they very much found me. They sent me a message asking if I wanted a free Wembley, and I was like, oh, go on then. Yes, I'll take a free Wembley. But it was cool. So if anyone wants a little Lego football stadium, Bricks in a Bag, not a sponsor. They haven't paid me anything other than giving me a free Wembley. I don't have an affiliate link or anything. But they do little football stadiums. They've got quite a lot of them, and they are pretty cool. We're going to lose again, aren't we? It's not ideal. Thoughts on the Champions League results? Slot still in. I haven't even seen what happened last night. Last night's irrelevant to me. I genuinely don't pay any attention to football unless Posh or Arsenal are playing. So, am I to assume Liverpool got battered by that? Much amusement. Do 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 do. 2-0 to PSG, but it could have been 6-0. I think PSG probably do that to anybody, everybody though, don't they? I suspect they're going to win the whole thing again. Choo choo. Are we doing a choo choo? I love a choo choo. Srini, thank you very much for 28 months. Archduke Mellon, thank you for 59 months. If any of you could score a goal for us, that would be super. Maybe we're going to do one here. A football goal? No. I think it's time for a new tactic. It's been so long since we won. What was that? I don't even know what they were trying to do there. It is the Playdays theme tune. I don't know why it's in my head. I haven't watched it for 15 years, at least. When do kids stop watching Playdays? My youngest is 19. We did a goal! Hooray! Do another one. And then we won't have to change tactic. I mean, that is bananas, what Maddox did there. I don't know why we've seen that as the replay. Right, here you go. Here's the winner, hopefully for us. Why have we not got the ball? How can we score the winner if we've not got the ball? This is not the... Right, now we've got the ball. Now go do the winner. We've got a minute and a half. Take your time, but do a goal, you bunch of wallies. Go on, Chizzy. It's Ammon. He's in. Oh! That would have turned everything back around again, that goal going in. I taught my 77-year-old father how to use YouTube on his phone because he wanted to watch more block party videos after I showed him your collection tour and Netherlands tour videos. That's awesome. That's very cool. Do you get the opportunity to go to Posh matches? If so, would you consider vlogging games and doing away matches? No, no, and no. I've the last two posh matches I've been to have both been at Wembley. I live too far away now. I live like 45 minutes, an hour away. I ain't travelling that far to sit around a bunch of thickos yelling racist and homophobic nonsense when I could just watch it from my desk. I much prefer watching football at home. Now we live in a time where I can watch every match from the comfort of my own office. That's I don't need to go to football matches anymore. They're full of awful people. So yeah, it's very pleasant just watching from home. Right. See, people like Murphy should not still be here. And Connor. Right. Bees, we get his salary paid, thank you. Yes, we've got loads of money, but we have to have some standards. Right. Kearney's off to Saudi Arabia. What a waste of a career for arguably our one positive from our season in the Premier League. Was him coming in as a young player and being quite good. And now he's off. And will probably never play in the Premier League again. But will earn 300 grand a week in Saudi Arabia. Pathetic. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Miguel has got a grumpy on. Well, perhaps he shouldn't be rubbish then. I mean, he was supposed to be a goal a game striker at this level. Where did it all go wrong, Frankie? Where did it all go wrong? Although, to be fair, if we're losing Kearney, I think we're going back to the 4-2-4. So that was it, wasn't it? That's the one we got promoted with last time. So I think we're going back to this. We need a tactical change. We're losing a midfielder. We go back to what got us promoted last time. Right, Larios is gone. Can't wait for the annual Kevy vacation reaction video when the international management drops. Oh yeah, it's definitely happening while I'm away. I have no inside knowledge of when that's happening, but I am very confident. The announcement will happen as I'm getting on the plane, and it'll release during the 2 weeks I'm away. Because that's how it works. There's already something I'm missing out on while I'm away that some other FM content creators are involved in that I won't spoil. It's not an FM thing. But I can't do that because I'm away. So it's not just Sports Interactive that do it. Everyone connected to Football Manager waits for me to be away. And then they're like, right, now's the time. Right, Daniel Diaz. He's going to come in on loan from Manchester City. Oh, that's interesting. He might be off to work for Abbey National like I used to. Rather than going to Saudi Arabia. Let's see if he's actually got any ambition. Where am I going on holiday? I'm off to Florida. As ever, should clarify, not a holiday. I am contractually obliged to make 20 videos while I'm there. So more than I'm making more than one video a day while I'm in Florida. So I would argue not what most people would consider a holiday, but it will be fun. I've never been before, and we're going to do lots of fun things. Do, 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 do. Don't know if you missed anything, but are you uploading any more Pocopia content? Yes, but not until I'm all stacked up with videos for the 2 channels that make money. Because I'm going away I'm away from home for like 2.5 weeks. So I need daily Football Manager and daily Lego videos pre-recorded. So the next couple of weeks, I am working like a maniac to get that done. If I get that done early, then I'll do some more Pocopia content for while I'm away. But yeah, I just don't have time at the moment. Got lots to do before we go. I had Zealand stream on yesterday for background noise while I was working, and someone came into the YouTube chat with the username Lazy Lelujo and complained about Lelujo being lazy. I've seen them. I forget what channel they appeared on. I think it's adorable that they've set up a whole account to try and run this narrative that the hardest working man on the internet is lazy. It's fascinating. The person who's averaging close to 2 videos a day every day for over 10 years is lazy. It is amusing. But ultimately, if it wasn't for people like that, I wouldn't have my blue ticks everywhere. So they certainly do their bit. They're important to the overall growth of everything. So I'm never going to complain too hard about numbskulls having numbskulls, because it all helps. Right, back to the 424 then. Did you announce the new VPN deal yet? Yes, Anna loves Surfshark. Surfshark.com/blockparty, I think is the link. I'm checking now. So, oh, it's /block. Surfshark.com/block. There you go. That's the new VPN partnership. Literally part of the pitch to Surfshark was the on-running Anna Loves Sharks gag. They were amused. I don't know how people don't like you, Kev. You seem so nice and overall a cool guy. I am nice and overall a cool guy. However, one of the most important lessons, we did a football goal. One of the most important lessons I learned as a content creator is that if you've not, and I have to use a little bit of youth speak for it to make sense. I don't know that there's a grown up way to say it, but if you don't have any haters, then you're doing something wrong. You must be holding something back. It's more important to be authentic and just accept that not everybody likes everybody, then try and be really vanilla and boring and please everybody. If you try and please everybody, you'll end up pleasing nobody because it just comes across as fake. The best thing to do is just be yourself, and do it WWE style, be yourself but turned up to 11. But you're literally just emphasizing and exaggerating your own personality. Don't try and be anything fake, and accept that some people will hate you for it, and it's fine. I mean, Frankie McGilligot, can we get a replay of that? He couldn't even kick it past the goal to his teammate. He hit the post. For goodness sake. Oh, my word. It looks like we're 4-2-4 for the rest of the season. If you mention Surfshark every time you make an Anna gag, you'll make them a fortune. Exactly. It needs to be an ongoing contract. At the moment, it was a 1 month thing. So if we can, hopefully, if enough people sign up for it during that 1 month, we'll get them signed up long term. Because it is such a perfect fit. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, Wangs will always be Wangs, exactly. But it's just part of doing this job. You've got to accept there's going to be people that don't like you, often irrationally. Shark fans next. Believe me, I am trying. They are hard to get any money out of. They just push you back towards TikTok Shop. I did a whole TikTok Shop training seminar hosted by Shark just to get a contact at Shark to try and get a sponsorship. They are having none of it. Frankie McGilligot's back. Shark just want to push TikTok Shop and like affiliate marketing. They don't seem super keen to pay up front. Whereas I'm very much a written amount in the contract kind of guy. That's how we tend to do business. We don't do a lot on affiliate stuff. But we'll get it sorted eventually. But Frankie McGilligot's back. So that's important. He just needed a strike partner. Chizzy's doing his Johnny Day impression. Bum, ba bum, ba bum, ba bum, ba bum. Come on, let's keep doing footballs. We're having a lovely time. "4-0. We just needed a tactical change. We're heading back to the Premier League now. I mean, this is an FA Cup game, but we're heading back to the Premier League now. What league are Leicester in? Leicester. I mean, that looks like Leicester are in the Premier League to me. So we're smashing a Premier League team at the moment, which is lovely stuff. Exactly what we needed for a bit of a confidence boost. Kearney can have his standing ovation in his final appearance. And get him on. Do, 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 be do, be do, be do. For someone who's not a massive chocolate eater, I've somehow got to try and eat my way through 8 Easter eggs before July. I saw this thing on TikTok. This is the answer. Although if you're not massively into chocolate, you might not be bothered. But you break it in half and put it in your coffee cup, and then make your coffee over the top of it and let it melt. Make it so that it basically melts and gooey's up your coffee with chocolateness. It looks good. I ate all mine because I am a glutton man. But if I hadn't have eaten all of mine, I say all of mine, I got 2. It's not like I ate 15 Easter eggs. But that certainly looks like the way forward. Where's my drink? Couldn't find my flask. I would recommend you don't make that your standard way to take your coffee going forward, but as a one-off. I guess it is kind of like a mocha, yeah. But it just looks cool in a TikTok. Do-do, do-do, bo-do, bo-do, bo-do. Frankie's back! He's offside. Boo and hiss. Well, importantly, 4-0 against Premier League opposition. I'm lactose intolerant and need to eat 9 eggs without being glued to the loo. There's tablets you can take for that, though, isn't there? Anna's... I'm going to say Anna's a little bit lactose intolerant. She's not officially diagnosed. She's not been properly tested for it. But I can usually tell when I enter a room if she's had some lactose or not. So, but she got these tablets from Boots, I think. And if she has them before she has like an ice cream or something, then she doesn't smell like a sewer. So there are things you can do. I've seen people using milk frothers to make them. Nice. I thought you were going to say you'd seen a thing where you melt chocolate and pour it into a tube of Pringles, then freeze it and eat it like a cake. I haven't seen that. That does sound interesting. I guess that would be like having... It would be like chocolate coated pretzels. They were an awesome thing in the 90s. Right, we've got a new Whinger. I don't know that we're going to use him because he doesn't seem like he's all that just yet. But he's in on loan. It's always nice to have shiny new faces. What flavour of Pringles? Surely just the salted ones. You don't want sour cream and... What is it? Sour cream and... Is it sour cream and onion? Cheese and chive? Whatever the cheese and onion equivalent is. I don't eat a lot of Pringles. I'm not a massive fan of them. You don't want cheese and onion on your chocolate, though, is what I'm getting at. Paprika flavoured. Interesting. Interesting. Right, O'Shea Lambert wants to go out on loan. I mean, he can. The general gist, though, if you're not good enough to play for us in the Championship, you're probably not going to be good enough in the Premier League next season. Texas barbecue rice. What, with chocolate? I guess barbecue sauce is quite sweet in general, so maybe? I don't know. My cat's just rolled off my bed and looked very confused. I mean, I'd be quite confused. I don't fall out of bed very often, but when I do, I get confused about it. Right, Kearney has no ambition. He's gone to Saudi Arabia. He is earning not even a huge amount of money there. Genuinely, we'd have paid him more than that to stay if he'd have asked for it. What a sad day for that boy's career. What a silly goose. I don't know that we necessarily even need to go out and replace him either, because we had so many central midfielders that because we were playing 3 of them, we can probably just carry on as we were, because we've still got loads. Oh, we play Cambridge in the next round of the FA Cup. Lovely stuff. They're in League One, are they? We're going to win the FA Cup. Right, I am tempted. If we don't have a goalkeeper, we'll have a look on our thing in a minute, see if a goalkeeper's appeared. But part of me thinks we don't need a goalkeeper if we're now good again. And it seems we don't need a striker if we can get Frankie scoring again, at least in this league. So I'm tempted to save the money for next gen. That being said, we'll come back to him. Let's look at the goalkeepers. There are no goalkeepers. Oh, hold on. There are goalkeepers. Craig Schrader. He's 6'2". He plays for Queen's Park Rangers. He's got the potential to be a good Premier League goalkeeper. He's better than Gracie. He's only 24. Or there was that other guy. Oh, what's going on? I've got a cough. Oh, Spikel Brits is here, but injured. He's out for 2 months. There's no point bringing in Spikel Brits. No sign of Mr. Tickle either. Freddie Burnell is at McDonald's. So we do a comparison between him and the other guy we were just looking at. And it doesn't really tell us anything. I think we're going to sign the guy that's not got dong stench on him. That's usually the policy. If in doubt, avoid the dong stench. Hello, agent of this player. So it's not a release clause. He's got a release clause of 5 million, but we can probably do this 3 million never, never style. The way all good transfers happen. Do something like that. Well, if you want to do that, we'll take that down. Boom, that'll do. And then let's go back and look at the strikers. I mean, I feel like he'd score quite a lot of goals for us. I think that's probably a very good signing in the Championship. Excuse me, FC Annecy in League One? Is that a thing in real life? Having been to Annecy, the tiny little place that Annecy is. Explain this one to me. Interesting. Is there a way for us to find out if they've had a tycoon? Ah, they did. They had a tycoon. They had a tycoon 7 years ago. Okay, where was I? We're trying to sign him. He's available to sign on a free transfer in the summer. We kind of want him now, though. We'd pay 1.5 million to bring him in now. Lovely stuff. Annecy is the place me and Anna had, and I quote, lovely French onion soup. They just called it onion soup, though, the maniacs. Can you believe it? It was good, though. I'd never had French onion soup before. Minimum fee release clause for clubs in a higher division. Well, if the signing works, there won't be any clubs in a higher division by the time he's been here 6 months. So I don't think we need to worry too much about that. FC Annecy are 8th in League 2. Why does France get to own onion soup? They know their way around a cheese, don't they? I think having now had French onion soup, and it was like 2 or 3 years ago, I've had time to ponder on it. I feel like describing it as onion soup doesn't really adequately put into words the reason it's nice. The reason it's nice is because it's basically cheese on toast on top of some quite nice soup. But the nice bit is the cheese and the crouton-y bit. Like, effectively, the cheese on toast they put on top of it. if they just served you a bowl of the soup with none of the bread and the cheese, it would be like, it's just soup. And who wants soup? Especially onion soup. So yeah, it's cheese on toast. And it's good. It's very, very good. We did go to a tourist trap restaurant in Annecy. We did have French onion soup, but for our main, we did have fish and chips in France. I think it's one of the national dishes. I think it's one of the things they're most famous for. French and fish and chips. Anna doesn't love soup, contrary to what you might have seen from the cruise vlogs. Anna just is very fussy about everything else, and generally, because she has tummy issues, if she hasn't had it before, she probably won't want to try it in public in a restaurant. And that's the problem she had on the cruise. There was always something that she'd not had before, or something she didn't like. Like, she doesn't really like shellfish. She doesn't like a lot of fish, to be honest. She doesn't like pate, stuff like that. She doesn't like fatty meat. So she is pretty fussy. But yeah, she doesn't like to try things that she's not had before when she's out and about. So it did mean she had soup. I think every single day on the cruise, she had soup as her starter. And she had steak and chips like 3 times because she knows she likes it. There's me being like, yeah, give me the caviar, give me the lobster. You got snails? Get them over here. A weird thing on your taste of the local menu thing that I can't even pronounce. Yes, I'll try one of those, please. So yeah, I'm the one who will have a bit of everything. Bring her to Iceland and let her have some puffin. I'm not going to let her have puffin. Puffins are awesome. 3 years ago, I got my French cheese taken away from my bag by the bag check man. I was very, very sad. Yeah, you can't bring cheese into the UK. Even I know that. They don't let you bring cheese back onto a cruise ship. I saw plenty of people having their cheese confiscated in Amsterdam when I was there. Frankie's back. Speaking of fussy, one of my closest friends loves sausages, loves bacon, won't touch pigs in blanket. Loves sausages, loves Yorkshire puddings, won't touch toad in the hole. I can kind of get that, because they are different. They're different. I think they're both greater than the sum of their parts, but they both do lead to parts of the sausage being more undercooked than I would cook a sausage. You get the bits of the sausage that don't look browned. I like my sausage to be brown all over. Ideally, when I'm about to eat a sausage, I'd like to be able to draw with it. I want it to be almost like a piece of charcoal. So when you wrap it in bacon, the bit under the bacon doesn't brown. When you put it in toad in the hole, the bit under the batter doesn't brown. So I do sort of get it. If you're having Marmite on Weet-Bix, you're clearly a god. I don't have Marmite on Weet-Bix. I'm not mental. I have marmalade on Weet-Bix, like a normal person. I managed to smuggle Parmesan back from Italy. I'm wondering if I can get some American cheese back from America. I suspect I'll get that to the border and they'll be like, yeah, no issues here. It's cheese you're not allowed to bring back in. You can bring that stuff. Fill your boots. It's only cheese you're not allowed to bring. But yeah, Anna watched on in disgust when we did the royal banquet at Disneyland Paris last year, and I'm there eating my snails and learning how to cut open a lobster tail. I'd never had lobster. I'd had like a lobster roll. I'd never had to undress a lobster before. Let's figure it out. But Mickey Mouse is watching. I'm going to figure it out. It's going to be fine. It's the worst that can happen. Let me at that lobster. Might have to try marmalade and Weet-Bix for breakfast tonight. You should. It's really good. It's the car bed! Almost as good as the bed car. The bed car is the best, as we all know. We've discussed it at length in the reverse fixture. There we go. Play them that way around, which is what I was trying to do before. The American cheese will be more plastic than any Lagos you bring back. Exactly. I don't think I'll have a problem with butter. Yes, with butter. Butter, marmalade, no milk. You want it crisp. I watched a video about Weetabix the other day because I'm a cool guy with interesting pastimes, and apparently it was only like 30 years ago that Weetabix as a company finally accepted that most people just wanted it to be a cereal. They were like pushing it as a cracker. It was like Rivita. It was all about putting your savoury toppings on it. It was completely normal. Except nobody liked it, so they stopped pushing it. As someone who normally buries his head in the sand, why can't you bring cheese back into the UK? I think it's... Someone did explain it to me. It's not a Brexit thing. It's something to do with... There was some... Was it foot and mouth? Or something like that? There was some health reason, I think. Oh, there you go. Someone else has confirmed. Foot and mouth. Right, we've been given more transfer funds. Bees is on his way out. How much more transfer funds, though, is the question. I mean, a smidgen. They've given me a smidgen. What on earth do I do now? With 10 days to go. Here's me scratching around for £1 million 28-year-old striker. I don't want to rock the boat too much. We're top of the league. Or second in the league. We could spend £100 million here. I'm looking for players who are wanted by big clubs. This is one of my secret systems. There doesn't seem to be anybody. Our scouting just won't be ready for this. I actually think I might save it for next gen. The way you've written the stream title sort of sounds like a theology stream. What have I called it? This window could decide everything. I don't understand theology. I can't even work out how that's relevant, but that's fine. I'm happy to discuss. I'm absolutely not going to discuss religion. Right, we're trying to sign a player from Real Madrid. I don't even need to look at him. I just like the idea of doing that. Hang on, is he a striker? Oh, hang on. Oh, he's 6'6". Oh, oh, he's 6'6". He's 21 years old and he's coming from Real Madrid. I don't need any more information. Bring him in. My director of football knows me well. Yeah, absolutely no interest in scouting him. Him and Frankie up front for the rest of the season. Oh my word. Oh, what record's been broken? Oh, we've raked in record income from transfers. He wants to live in Madrid when he can live in Bedford. To be fair, it's 2035. So Universal is in Bedford by now. They don't have Universal in Bedford. In Madrid, sorry. So I would rather, in 2035, live in Bedford than Madrid. Just so I can get an annual pass for a theme park. So, to me, it makes sense. I'd definitely move to Bedford. Bop, 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 I'm genuinely thinking, oh, is it only a loan? Oh, I thought we were signing him permanently. Oh, that's less fun. I mean, to be fair, although we could afford him. I mean, I'll still take him. But that is less fun. But yeah, I'm thinking over the next 5 years. I negotiated the terms of the loan. I don't remember that. I thought I was offering him a contract. Wasn't I? Is it a loan to buy? I got so excited I haven't read the rules. What are we actually... What's the deal here? I don't even know. I mean, we'll take him. Reluctantly. There is good chicken in Bedford. Good chicken and soon to be minions. Right, do I need him if we're signing the big boy? I mean, I probably do. We'll sign him anyway. We've got all this money. Bring them all in. Get them all in. There you go. 3 signings, and Frankie, as you would expect, is a little miffed that a 6'6" striker is just coming on loan from Real Madrid. You've already been done today by not reading the rules. Look, I'm not a nerd. Reading the rules is for nerds. And like it or not, today's video was much better for me having not read the rules. He is already a decent Premier League player. That's good. And there you go. Big boy. Always a big boy. Have we got a future fee in there? 61 million release clause. I mean, if he comes in and scores loads of goals, I'll probably pay it. I do like a big boy. A big meaty rascal. Frankie McGallagher thinks I think it might be to do with Manuel's arrival. I don't think Frankie is expecting anything from you at the moment. It might be worth having a word with him. Frankie, stop being average and start scoring 48 goals a season again. Competition for places is healthy. Everything you've said makes sense. Frankie's taken on the challenge. And there's our new goalkeeper, Craig Schrader. I didn't realise he was American. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to play football. He's just going to be like that guy on TikTok who presumably is still planning on starting for the US men's national team. You know, he doesn't start his videos like that anymore for some reason. Don't know why. When am I coming to visit us in the US? In a couple of weeks. He's American. Does he know Zealand? Probably. I'm expecting Zealand to welcome me at the airport when I arrive. It can't be that big a country. He must live nearby. Right, I'm just going to... I don't need any more players. I'm just going to let my director of football sign anyone he thinks I need. I want to meet you at Legoland. Well, I will let you know when I'm at Legoland. I've still got to convince Anna and Pab that it's a good idea. I think the whole... Anna will be easy to convince. We need to make some Lego videos while we're here. Pab might be more of a challenge, but you know what? I'm the one hiring the car. He can get the bus to Disney that day and go on his own while me and Anna drive to Legoland. Interesting that Quick Pick, when given the option of which of our 3 target men to play, has gone for Chizzy ahead of Frankie and the big Real Madrid boy, who isn't even on the bench. It's fine. Chizzy and Croupy. What a time to be alive. Who are we playing? Oxford. Let's wallop them. Isn't Pab going to make sure you don't wander off and subsequently get lost somewhere in the most careful way possible? Yeah, that's one of his roles, definitely. He's very much there as my babysitter when Anna's resting. That's what he, when he came to Disneyland Paris with us a year or two back, that was very much the role he played. When Anna needed to rest, Pab would take me out to play. Yeah, Larios went to Oxford, so he's starting at left back for them. Here's my new boy. Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, was Chizzy offside? I think Croupie's going to be quite the signing. Don't forget to buy a SIM card that works in America before you go. Well, I've got Saley. I'll use Saley, who I did a brand deal with recently as an eSIM. People don't use physical SIM cards in 2026, surely. We sell a left back and then a left back gets injured. And now Bees is back in the team somehow. I think, to be honest, most of the places where we are at in America are going to have Wi-Fi anyway. We only really need Saley for like using Google Maps in between destinations. The hotel has Wi-Fi, the parks have Wi-Fi. I imagine shops will have Wi-Fi. There's not really many places we go to that don't have Wi-Fi. Walmart doesn't do Apple Pay. Take a card. I've got to take a credit card with me anyway for the car hire. So I'll take it. It won't be like my usual trips where I went to Denmark without any bank card. Actually, no, it's not true. So I withdrew cash there. I went somewhere recently. It might have been the cruise. I didn't have my bank card with me. I know I went on a trip recently and didn't have a bank card with me, and Anna thought I was insane. No bank card, no cash. Just my phone will be fine. And it was. But yeah, I have to have a physical credit card to hire the car. So I shall. And it was very clear on the booking thing. Must not be a debit card. So no credit card, no car in America, it seems. Which I don't think is the case here. I think you can use debit cards here because I've hired a car a couple of times in the UK and I don't think I had to use a credit card for that. I think I just used my bank card. Croupie's quite good. It is mad that Apple Pay isn't just like a universal thing in the country that Apple is based in. Like in Europe, we haven't had to carry cash or cards for 10 years. Yeah, I think Croupie is a great signing. He's enjoying the Minecraft area at Universal. Hopefully we get the Mario area. That'd be nice. You know what the dream is, of course, with it being just down the road from the Harry Potter studios in Watford. If they had the Hogwarts Express running between that and Universal in Bedford, And you've got like Diagon Alley and stuff in Watford, but then you have Hogsmeade at Universal, and you have to get the Hogwarts Express between the two. I imagine there's so much licensing and complication to make that actually work. But oh my word, that would be cool. And that's why Croupy signed for us rather than Annecy. Because of that imaginary train that will probably never exist. Are we top of the league again yet? Now we're good again. I fully intend to go to Universal Studios when it opens. I fully intend to go once a month when it opens for the remainder of my time on Earth. I would genuinely, if I could afford it, I would go to Disneyland Paris at least once a month. I just love theme parks. Like emphasis on the theme rather than the park. Like Alton Towers is, it's just a bunch of roller coasters in a field. It's not what I want. I'm not there for the rides. I'm there for the in-betweeny bits, the atmosphere. But yeah, I'll definitely be a Universal annual pass holder from the moment it opens until my kids inherit my pass. Do I like Blackpool? I don't mind it. Even stuff like they're going to have the whole like Disney Village style shopping area, and like I suspect me and Anna will use it as our local cinema. It's less than an hour down the road. We'll go there to. I mean, we drive over to Birmingham to go to the cinema anyway because we like the one at Resorts World. So we drive for an hour to go to the cinema as it is. It's just driving an hour in a different direction. I do want to go to the Pixar place in London. It's at Wembley, isn't it? Or near Wembley. We did talk because we're flying from Gatwick when we go to Florida, and we did toy with the idea of because we're driving up to Manchester to pick Pab up and then driving him down, and we're staying at a hotel near Gatwick the night before. So we did toy with doing the Pixar thing that day, but decided we probably should just go to bed and not start Disney 2 days earlier than we need to. We haven't discussed seeding and its effect on playoffs yet. Don't know what you mean or why I'd discuss it. They're rebuilding the station by the theme park and plan on reopening the old line at the back of Harry Potter Studios. Yeah, but are they going to run the Hogwarts Express on it? That's what I want. I don't just want any old train. I want the Hogwarts Express. And then I want Eurostar to run all the way from Universal to Disneyland. If I can get to the point where I'm like 3 or 4 hours from Disneyland and an hour from Universal, I'm definitely becoming a theme park vlogger. That'll be my next Chris Jericho reinvention after Lego. After Football Manager and Lego, 5 or 6 years down the line, the next one will be theme park. Old man at theme parks. Because I'll be like 50 by then. So I'll be the old man who goes to theme parks. Got to constantly reinvent the content. You're a star, do owe me money, but you know what? I'll forgive that. I give them my permission to use the grand that they owe me to put towards having a line run between Bedford and Disneyland. Not Paris. I want it running directly to Disneyland again, the way it used to. I want to be able to get on the train in Bedford, do all the passport control in Bedford, and then not get off the train again until I am inside the Disneyland complex. And if they use my money for that, I'll forgive them, because that will be excellent. That's a day trip. Exactly. If we can get to the point where it's an easy day trip, because we have done Disney as a day trip once and it was a nightmare. We almost died because we drove. Terrible idea. But yeah, if we could realistically do Disneyland Paris as a day trip, that would be the thing that pushed us over to get the annual passes. Because the annual passes are quite good value. They're not like crazy expensive. I think when we looked, it was like 400 quid each, which when you consider park tickets are like 100 plus for a day. If you're going to go like one trip, if we do one trip, we have 4 days of park tickets. So you've paid for your annual pass in one trip. So if we could have our one like week-long trip a year, but then also have unlimited day trips and weekends that don't cost us anything, that would be amazing. The only reason us leaving the EU stopped the Eurostar stopping at Paris, it wasn't like, it doesn't mean it's impossible for it to happen. It just means they need to build new infrastructure. They need the passport control there. Chizzy. This is our top of the table clash, by the way. Huddersfield were the team who were top when we dropped down to second. Although, as it stands, it looks like they've had a couple of defeats. Imagine all that I built, insert Disney Lego set here at Disneyland videos you could do. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we already did the I drove to Disneyland to buy the new Disney Castle set last year when the Beauty and the Beast Castle came out. We drove there just to buy that set at that store because the store had just reopened as well. So it was a fun little combo video. But yeah, we definitely do stuff like that way more often. Yeah, Krupi is very good. I like him. Who'd have thought signing a Premier League quality player in their prime to play up front for Bedford might be useful? And now their goalkeeper's injurised. How much do we pay? 1.5 million. We could have. He was out of contract at the end of the season, so we could have just tried to sign him for free and had him come in the summer. But we spent 1.5 million to nab him now. He's on a big salary. I think he's our highest paid player. Can we not look at his contract in a match? It's so dumb. Let me look at the man's contract in the match. Yeah, I think he's on like 50 grand a week. But I imagine his value is quite a lot higher than 1.5 million for a 28-year-old. New keeper's useless. Get Gracie back in. No one is pulling out someone's contract on the side of the pitch. No, but if I wanted to know how much he was earning, I could say to somebody who works in the backroom staff, what's he earning again? And they'd know, or they could find out. Not having any, I can understand it not being front and centre on this screen, but not being able to access it at all while the match is happening is stupid. I see all the managers sat there with their nerdy little iPads. I should be able to see anything and everything whenever I want. Right, come on. Do a football goal. Frankie's on. Frankie's got a point to prove. We're playing Frankie's tactic again. Frankie Croupy might be good. He's no Sir Mick Powell. No, he's scored a league goal for us for a start. Oh, Chizzy, you plum knuckle. Do, 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 do. Come on, football goal. Football goal, football goal. Come on. We dropped down to second as it stands. I don't care for it. Come on, bees. Why are you soaring in the garage on a Thursday night? That's madness. Now is not the time for soaring. Soaring is a Saturday morning activity. Oh, what a goal! That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do a football. And put yourself back top of the league. Beautiful stuff. Give it to him again. Let him have another shot if he can do that. Oh, pickle my onions. What a waste of time that fancy goal was. New goalkeeper's rubbish. Building a built-in wardrobe in the nursery. Can't do it Saturdays. We have an antenatal class. I need to do it sharpish because baby's due 2 weeks on Sunday. I mean, babies don't need wardrobes when they're born. They can wait until they're like 5 before they need a wardrobe. They're just going to wear those little onesies that you put in a drawer for ages. Have the evening off. You don't need a wardrobe. You're welcome. Little bit of expert parenting advice. Plus, all the clothes will get soiled so often that they won't, even if you were to hang the little onesies up in the wardrobe, they ain't staying there long unless you've got 1,000 of them. They're going to be in constant rotation, 5 outfit changes a day. The wardrobe needs to be built so we can paint. Paint schmaint. I'm sure the walls are fine as they are. What's a proper boy baby name? You've answered. You've literally put the answer at the end of your question. Kev. Kevin is the best name for boy or girl. Mrs. Shroom's clothes are going there at first along with towels and bedding. Very wise. kick her out of your bedroom while the baby's young. I like the thinking. She can come back when the baby's sleeping through the night. Very good plan. Right. Have we got a left back if we let Bees go? Not really. When's deadline day? It's not actually happened yet, has it? Is there a left back we can sign? Ollie Scarls. He's a bit old, isn't he? Can't even grow a beard. Ibrahima Toure. How much is this chap going to cost me? Yeah, we'll buy him. And let Bees go. Is there any other positions we need a super duper football boy? We want young but very good. That's what we're looking for here. Interesting. I think he is the one. Oh, hello. A left back who can also play attacking midfielder. That feels like a fun left back to have around the place. Although, hasn't been scouted since Larios was first choice. So probably not the time. Right, Bees can go. And we assume we're going to get the new boy. Otherwise, problem. Because we then don't have enough left backs. Do, 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 do. Bum, ba bum, ba bum, bum, ba bum. Right, come on, where's my new boy? I need a new boy. We're running out of time for new boy to arrive, which is a little bit worrying. What's going on? What is going on? Did he just not want to come? No, we have made the offer. So what's... Huh? I don't know what's going on. I'll press continue a few more times. But... But... What? Why? I think I'm going to be upset in a minute. It just doesn't seem to be registering that we've made the offer for him. And now nothing's happening. Zealand had this issue, the deal fell through. Oh, good. There was another left back. Where was he? This is annoying because we've now let Bees leave on the understanding that Torre's coming in. The other left back seems to have disappeared entirely. Maybe he's not interested. Then it should tell me he's not interested. And there's his transfer cancelled. Without us even getting an answer from the club of whether they were accepting it or not. Never had the opportunity to discuss terms with him. It never even registered on our transfer activity we'd made the offer. There you go. It's appeared here now. It wasn't there before, though. Well, that's annoying because we now don't have a left back. It'll be fine. Who needs a left back? Left backs are for cowards. We've got loads of left wingers. So several of them are going to have to learn to play left back. It'll be fine. Because playing him at left back's not ideal. Am I going to start training? Nah. Training doesn't really make a difference. It's all about playing them there. So I'll just, with 20 minutes to go, I'll bring one of them on at left back every match. And he'll learn to play there just through playing there. Training's for cowards. I'm no coward. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. And Villa are losing in Italy. What on earth are they doing playing on a Thursday night in Italy of all places? They get up to some weird stuff in Birmingham. Europa League, is that still going? Start work at 3 a.m. Barely slept the last 2 nights as it is because they've been doing roadworks literally right outside my house. And I've got the front bedroom, so it's literally all I can hear from 8 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. until I leave the house. You need to get some sleep earbuds. I think they're called Oslo Sleep or something like that. They're earbuds that go right in my ear holes and basically block out all the noises around me. And I can go to sleep listening to an audiobook or a podcast, and as soon as it knows I'm asleep, it switches over to white noise, so I don't miss loads of my book. But I also don't have that jarring thing where you're listening to a book on a sleep timer, you don't fall asleep in time, and it just stops, and you're like, oh, now I've got to restart it. It's really good. It's really clever. I recommend them. I've been using them for a couple of months now. They're very good. I used to have an eye mask with earphones built in, but the Velcro lost its stick. but the earbuds are great. And they're designed to sleep in, so they're actually comfortable. You can sleep on your side. They don't fall out in the night. They're very good. What was the name again? Oslo, I think. Football. Hold on, I'll check the app. Has that been disallowed? Boo and hiss. Yeah, Oslo. OZLO. It's a startup from a group of people who used to work at one of the headphone companies. I forget which one. But they know their onions, and it's a good product. And now we're losing. Boo and hiss. Ba, 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 ba. We did already establish it. Well, no, I think we established that the French no cheese on toast. Ah, there you go. Ex-Bose engineers. Football! Come on then. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Go on, hit it again. And bang. Football goal. Now do it twice more. Oh, we're going to. Twice more. Oh, penalty kick? No? Why not? Offside, referee, surely. Referee. This is all a waste of time because he was offside. So silly. Right, kick it now. You've had it ages. Silly boy. Do 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 do. Right, come on then. False 9 Frankie's on. And as it stands, we're second in the league still. But we do need to start winning football matches consistently again. It's very silly that we don't anymore. Come on, you buttholes. Right, now kick him in the eyes. And do a football goal. For goodness sake. Right, now, football. Frankie, you're 6'10". Win headers, you goose. It's far too close at the top of this table for my liking. We should be running away with it. I mean, we could easily drop down to mid-table with a couple of results going against us. Huddersfield have demonstrated that. Eeks! We're missing Kearney, I think. We should bring him back. Ah! We'll try and sign him back when we get promoted. Go on, Frankie. Stick it in from there. Frankie trying to be fancy and then realising he's an oaf. Oh, no. Oh, no. Offside. Hooray. Right, come on. Do a goal. Aim for Frankie. He's very tall. Stop looking at him and aim it this way. Wrong guy. Goodness me. Oh! Well, if he's not going to score them, he's never going to be a goal a game striker again, is he? It's time to get the Real Madrid guy involved. Oh, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. There's no interest. I'm sure if you try hard enough. I don't care though, so why would I? Stupid boy. Goodness me. He's happy to stay. I'd be happier if you'd stop being injured. Fractured toe. Why can't you play with a fractured toe? You're wearing shoes. I'm not asking you to play barefoot. Take a paracetamol and get out there. We've got no left backs. Yeah. Forgot we had him. Oh, there you go. The quick pick has read my mind. Time to get the Real Madrid boy involved. I'm giddy with excitement. He's very familiar with the team's tactical approach, apparently. What a big boy. Come on, then. Comes on early holiday mode. I'm not going for like 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Some number of weeks. I'm not on holiday mode yet. I'm delirious because I've made 12 Football Manager videos so far this week, I think. I've not played so much Football Manager in a week since the FM24 launch. Since before I had my invisible button. There he is, look. Beautiful football. Krupi's in! How was he missed? I think he might be too fancy. He just needed to smash that. What a silly goose. Playing a lot of FM now, you've learned the rules. Look, anyone who learns the rules is pathetic. Just figure it out as you go along. Learn by doing. It's not a library. We're not here for reading. What's the hamster thing? It was on my desk, so I put it on my head because we're not winning matches often enough. We're down to fourth as it stands, although top of the table is quite tight points wise, all the way down to 10th place, really. If we score here, we go top again. Right, aim for the tall boy. Shoot! When we win a match, I'll take the hat off. Shoot! Come on then, Mr. Tall! Beautiful. It's not the kind of goal I was expecting him to score, but it's a football goal, and that's all that matters. Haven't won yet. Yeah, we have. We don't concede goals. Plus, it was cutting into my forehead, and I think it was leaving me a line. I don't need a line on my noggin. I'm addicted to nutmeg. Surprised you didn't have that sponsor like the other FM boys. I mean, they sent me a code. Were other people actually sponsored and paid to play it? Because if they were, then I'm glad I didn't make the video I was considering making. They sent me a freebie. Interesting. Well, I'm glad I didn't. Quite imagine if I'd have done that for free. That would have been devastating. To be fair, I didn't ask them for any money. I was just like, oh, thank you. I still haven't played it. I just don't have time. I'll probably play it when I'm away, but I'm too busy at the moment. At least I assume they were sponsored. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. I imagine we were all sent the same email. I got it early. I had it a couple of days early. I got all the press release stuff, all of the blurb. I said thank you, and I've installed it. I haven't opened it yet. I mean, you'll know if they were sponsored because they would have had to have declared that they were paid in the video. That it was an ad. That's how it works. So if they didn't declare sponsorships, they weren't sponsorships. SYC's video description says this video is sponsored by Nutmeg. Oh, there you go. That could, of course, be due to getting the game for free. I mean, if he was going to declare it because of getting the game for free, they have to declare that in every Football Manager video he makes as well, because we all get that for free. And we don't declare every Football Manager video as sponsored. So I guess he got paid. Nice one. We have the same management. Why was I not? Why was that deal not set up for me? They know full well I am fully focused on Block Party at the moment. And now we've conceded. Boo and hiss. Boo and hiss. It would be great for the Steam Deck while I'm away. I suspect I probably won't take the Steam Deck because I don't need to take the Steam Deck and the Switch. And I'll definitely have the Switch for Pokopia and Tomodachi Life. So unless they release a Switch version, I doubt I'll take it with me. I don't need to take two consoles. That's silly. And the Steam Deck does require a suitcase on wheels of its own because it's so stupidly big. Oh. Yeah, and I take a lot of battery stuff as well. So I'll have my laptop, my iPad, a couple of cameras, like 3 microphones probably. my Switch, my headphones, my earphones, various battery packs to keep it all powered, my fancy spectacles. Yeah, I don't need to add even more devices to that pile of silliness that I've already got. Right, he can play left back. He'll be fine. Can he play left back? Oh, he can play right back. When's the trip? In a few weeks. And yes, I am very much looking forward to it. Can we do a winner, please? Villa are winning, are they? Well, there you go. Old Aston Vanilla doing a football. Who'd have thunk it? Goal. New boy. New boy. New boy. Lovely stuff. New boy sends us top of the league. That's the kind of goal we expected him to score. And there we are. Top of the league. As we should be. Because we are Bedford. And that's what we do. Beautiful. We do want a permanent deal struck for him. I mean, I don't think we're going to get one. Because he's at Real Madrid. He's got the potential to be a leading Premier League player. Oh, my word. And he's 6'6". I mean, should we ask? Wouldn't be interested in joining us under any circumstances. I mean, that is fair enough. We'll try again after we get promoted. So it's Legoland, Disney, Universal, all of the parks. Yep. Parks every day, apart from when I'm Lego shopping. I've got a few days to go to some of the local Lego shops. There's a few places we don't get to go to in the UK. I won't be going to SeaWorld, no. No time for SeaWorld. Considering it's our first time in America, we are going to struggle to fit everything in as is. Because we've got the 2-week Disney pass, the 2-week Universal pass. We need the trip to Legoland. We've got to do various Lego. We're going to try and do all of the Lego shopping stuff in one day and make like 4 videos. Anna wants to try all of the American stuff she's seen on TV. We're going to be busy little rascals. Will Anna manage the flight? Okay, hopefully. The world's biggest McDonald's is in Orlando. It's on the list. It serves pizza, doesn't it? I'm sure I saw that there was a McDonald's with a pizza oven. I'm willing to queue for that. I'm not willing to queue for many things, but McDonald's pizza I am willing to queue for because it intrigues me. Yeah, that's definitely on the list. Right, shut up, all of you. It's the Bedfordshire Derby. This is the important thing. This is what we're here for. What's all the American stuff Anna's seen on TV? Walmart, Target, washing machines, 7-Eleven, a mall. I don't know. She's made a list. Walmart and Target are disappointing, except just big. I mean, they sell loads of things. Bearing in mind, the first time we went to Costco, we were fascinated because it was just sold everything. So I think just being big will be enough for a first and probably only trip to each of them. That will be fascinating. She wants to go and, yeah, she wants to use a big American style washer and dryer. She is planning on only taking 1 week's worth of clothes because she desperately wants to go and use an American laundrette while we're there so she can pretend she's on Friends, which is fine. Football goal. So Hannah wants to be. I mean, she doesn't want to be American. She just wants to experience American things that. I mean, we're both in our 40s. We've never been. We've had 40 years of seeing all this stuff on TV. It's interesting. If you go and love it, would you be tempted to move there? No. No, 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 no. Realistically, we wouldn't move away from where we are. We have to stay near the offspring. Football! Nearly. Popeye's chicken, try a biscuit with chicken. When we have that here. I had that like last week. Plus, I think I'm going to wrestle an alligator. It is the Apprentice interviews tonight. Don't make me end the stream early again. Just know by default the portion size is huge. Oh yeah, we've already said we're going to share meals. Anna never manages to finish a meal when we go out here. There's no way she's going to manage to finish an American portion. So I think we'll just order a meal. Like, we'll just order a meal and share it between the two of us. Because they seem very expensive as well. Yeah, I have TikTok. I'm aware they expect tips. To be honest, I tip everywhere anyway. If I'm eating in a restaurant, I'm leaving a tip. I'm not a monster. I don't remember the last time I went to a restaurant and didn't leave a tip. I just have to tip a little. I usually do like 10 to 15% here. I'll just bump it up a bit. I like to have a charge for sharing meals. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't think we're going to have a lot of sit-down meals anyway. It all looks very expensive. We're probably going to live on burgers and chicken and other things we can eat out of a bag. I don't want to be spending hundreds of dollars a day on food. That's madness. That money needs to go on Lego and Disney merch, not wasting it on nutrition. That's absurd. Free breakfast. I don't think we have got free breakfast. I'll have to check. Do, 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 do. Second breakfast. Both Anna and Pab only eat twice a day as well, which is going to be my biggest challenge because I'm normal and have 3 meals a day. Those two only eat twice a day. We're staying at a Disney hotel. We're doing it properly, but I don't think breakfast's included because you have to get a Disney meal plan, I think, to get breakfast included, and we did not. I don't know if it's something we can add. I actually, the more I think about it, the more I think the half meal plan might not be the worst idea. The one where you get 2 quick service meals plus a snack a day. So that would be breakfast at the hotel plus quick service somewhere in Disney Springs, I guess, for dinner. And then my snack can be my lunch. And I think that works out at, I think that's less than $100 a day for that. So that's probably something to consider. But we haven't really looked at it yet. Go find a local cafe and make that your regular breakfast. I mean, that would involve leaving Disney, which sounds like a terrible idea. I don't go to Disney to fall outside of the Disney bubble too often. There'll be a couple of days where we're consciously outside of the bubble to do some Lego shopping or go to Universal. But most of the time, I want to be all Disney all the time. What's your thoughts on Arsenal's cup exit? Could not care less. Anyone who actually cared about winning the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup is just mental. The way to look at it is if at the end of the season, would an Arsenal fan be happy with Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and bottling the league and the Champions League? No, of course not. So the only priority should be the ones that people actually care about, which are the two that are still on. Personally, I think the league, there is a good chance. The Champions League, probably not. And that's fine. That would be a good season. Winning the Premier League, getting to the semi-final of the Champions League, that's a really good season. Frankie's broke his back. Luckily, we've got Manuel. But first, we play Cambridge in the FA Cup. Yeah, Anna and Pab have said they want at least one day in a water park of some description. So we'll have a water park to do as well. I'm less bothered about doing a water park. Mainly because I'm very much, those two are on holiday. I'm very much there to work. And there's not much vlogging I can do in a water park. So I don't mind a half day. As long as we go and do something I can film for the other half a day because I need to get a video. But I've also said I don't mind leaving them to do holiday things while I go off and have some work days here and there. Like I've got a day planned where I'm literally going to like 4 different Lego shopping locations in a row, just stacking up videos. And if they don't want to come, that's fine. They can go and queue up for some rides because I've made it very clear I don't really want to do that. I don't plan on queuing more than an hour for anything other than a McDonald's pizza. So if there's rides that have really long queues the whole time, I'm completely fine with them going and queuing for that while I go and do boring work things. Are you paying for Lightning Lane? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Because I'm not bothered about the rides. I'm not there for rides. As long as I get to go on Small World, I'll be happy. I'm hoping between me and Anna, we get a disability pass of some kind. But as we established on one of the previous streams, it might have even been a block party stream, we can't apply to it until we're in America. And then you have to do it over the phone, and they basically interview you over a video call and decide if you're disabled enough to get one. And they don't care about seeing any of your evidence. It's all based on what you tell them in that phone call. So I think it's pretty unlikely I'm going to get one, even though I've got all of my letters confirming my diagnosis, one of which is not queuing. But I suspect I won't get the pass, but Anna might, because it's a like legitimate physical disability, and she couldn't stand in a queue. I mean, she's going to be there in a mobility scooter. Walking around stores in Florida with a camera filming will probably lead to some sort of confrontation. Well, I'm contacting the places in advance. I see plenty of Lego shopping videos from Florida on the internet, so it's definitely something you can do. And I'm always pretty subtle about it anyway. All of my shopping vlogs are always done on my phone with a hidden microphone, even though I usually have permission. There's been the odd time I've been a bit sneaky, but most of the time I have permission anyway. But even then, I always try and make it so the other customers don't notice what I'm up to. So I think we'll be fine. I mean, Walmart will be done on the same basis as I do stuff like Tesco here, unless I'm working for them, which I've done a couple of times. I'm generally just being really sneaky in Tesco. It's one section of one aisle. I'm not walking around the whole shop. I go and hang out in the toy aisle near the Lego, wait until it's completely empty, and then spend 2 minutes talking quietly with my phone in front of me. No one notices what I'm doing. And that's how I'll approach the bigger stores there. I'm there just for the Lego. And if they ask me to stop filming, I'll stop filming. Yeah, I've seen so many videos of people filming in Walmart and Target and Costco, and it's a very common thing. If anything, based on the content I see online, it seems to be something that happens more in America than in the UK. Certainly, as far as Lego goes, I basically invented it in the UK. Certainly, like doing it live vlog style. Before I started doing it, everyone was just shaky phone footage with voiceovers that they added afterwards. Whereas the reason I started doing it is because I saw all the Americans were doing it. And I had the gear as a former vlogger anyway. So I just, I had the gear and the lack of shame. So just started doing it. But as is always the way with stuff like that, the worst that can happen is they just ask you to stop. So you stop. As long as you respect their wishes when they ask, it's not a big deal. I've never had a major problem. I've always liked a toy hunt vlog. Some of the very earliest vlogs on the vlog channel from years ago were toy hunts. I love it. Posture and hydrate. I don't think we can manage that. Also, Logan, thank you for 46 months. Vinny, thank you for 2 months. Claptraps, thank you for 26 months, 53 minutes ago. There's your hydrate and posture. Lovely stuff. Blue raspberry, eh? Is my tongue blue? Probably not. I don't even think the drink is blue. The drink might be blue. The powder wasn't blue. Football goal! The only issue I can remember you having personally was the old lady who called the police on you in home. Exactly. And that was me literally walking around the street. Something you are allowed to do and no one can tell you not to do. And the police actually came. Which was the maddest thing. We're running out of footballers. Just hope you recovered. Recovery time in the flight that long is brutal. Yeah. I've got my flight socks. I've got my blood thinners. I've got my iPad, Switch, and Kindle all charged already. And we're not planning on doing very much the first day we're there, so we'll be all right. Are you clued up on GDPR data protection? Yeah, I mean, I've only ever been asked not to film in a store once, which was in a Lego store. And their argument was, we can't give you permission, it has to be head office. And we don't want you in here filming kids, was basically what they said. To which my response was, okay, fine, I'll get permission from head office. And I don't film people anyway. I'm filming the Lego. And so I contacted head office. They said, we don't care. It's at the discretion of the store. So when I went back to that store recently and they tried to stop me again, I said, well, I've contacted head office. They said, here's the email. I'm not filming people. I'm just filming the Lego. And they were like, okay, fair enough. So, yeah. Ultimately, in my experience, and I've done a lot of shopping videos now, in my experience, as long as you're not being a nuisance to the other customers, which includes filming them, then the shops don't care. Like I was filming in a shop today, and they literally thanked me for coming and said the last time we came, a load of people came and visited their shop because of it. It's good advertising for them. Yeah, it's free marketing. Exactly. Like, if, for example, Tesco asked me not to film in there, I'd be like, I mean, seriously, 6 months ago, you paid me a lot of money to film in it. it it seems odd that you recognise the value of what I do enough to pay me plenty of money to come and do exactly what I'm doing, yet you don't want me to do it for free? Bonkers. In fairness, a middle-aged man in a Lego store filming in isolation sounds a bit dodgy. I mean, two things. One, not a middle-aged man. And two, usually when I'm there, it's only beardy 30 and 40 something men in there. who do you think goes to Lego shops in 2026? Certainly on weekdays. They ain't full of kids when I'm there. It's like walking into a Games Workshop. It is just a bunch of old chunky grey heads. With varying different levels of autism. It's my happy place. And most of the staff know us now anyway. In all the stores, even stores we've not been to before. I mean, the videos get lots of views. If you work for Lego, you're probably quite interested in Lego, which means you've probably seen my videos. That's why Anna doesn't come in the Lego store anymore, because she finds it really cringy when I stand there chatting to the staff. The bits that don't make it into the video. When we were in Amsterdam earlier in the year, as I was leaving, having filmed the video, a member of staff came running out and we were like, oh God, they're about to tell me not to use the footage. And it was like, I just wanted to say, love your videos. So, yeah, it's fine. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But yeah, I'm not middle-aged. I won't stand for that slander. Football goal. Football goal. Did I tell you Anna let me get some of that beard powder to make my beard not look grey? Anna must love being asked for an autograph. She just grumbles and mutters, I can't take you anywhere. I think she secretly loves it. It's fun. I haven't tried it yet. I'm a bit afraid to use it because I'm filming every day at the moment to try and stack up videos. I need to try it on a day when I'm not filming in case it looks awful and I can't get it out easily. Because I can just imagine the comments if I turn up with a jet black beard. I need it to just be subtle. So I'll try it at the weekend. What I need to do, I'm delaying a haircut and beard trim until just before we go away. So I say, stay clean and fresh for the trip. So I need to time it with getting the beard trim so it's all part of the same thing. If I just start doing it to this where I've got this huge grey bit, it'll be really obvious. Whereas if I wait until it's been trimmed short, oh, they just cut the grey bits off. It's fine. What if I asked Anna to draw a shark and I create a 3-in-1 shark box? She'd love it. We walked into this shop today and we went back to the one in Long Eaton that I went to last year. And because Anna was with me, because we'd been to have her injections in Nottingham, so we went in there on the way home. He remembered that last time I was there, I bought Anna a little shark in a bathtub set. And the first thing that was said to us as we walked in the door is he asked Anna if she liked the shark that I got her last time. She can't get away from it. But she does love sharks. We all know she does. Right, Brentford are one of the teams who are in the title race with us. Well, they were. There's like 8 teams, 10 teams. So it's hard to remember who's in the playoff positions even at the moment. But Brentford got relegated with us last season, if I recall. So to be 2-0 up against them is jolly splendid. And by the way, since when did we have all this? Where's this massive stand come from? We still only have a 6,000 capacity. The stand on that side seems to have grown. Yeah, we're still maxed out at 6,000. That stand looks like it holds more than 6,000. Do a goal! Oh, here he goes, look. Looks like London Road when both ends used to be terraced. A little bit, yeah. This side of the camera is standing only. Maybe there is nothing on this side. Let's reverse the camera. Yeah, maybe it's just a 3-sided stadium. Oh, wow, okay. It is pretty low on the other side. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows? It's quite the contrast. But that is bonkers. So 5,000 are on that side, and everyone else is around the other 3 sides. That end's quite large as well for a 6,000 capacity stadium. We need to count the people. See, if I was still completely relying on Football Manager content, that's the kind of thing I'd be doing at this point. I would literally make a video where I was testing the accuracy of the in-game attendances. I'd sit there and count them. That's a video. That would get clicks. I am absolutely not doing it. Not got time for that kind of nonsense. Sounds like a job for Topher. Agreed. It's about time he did something useful. Lazy, lazy boy. Just testing if he's here. Let's give Mario 10 minutes. Have you been paying any attention to non-league this year? Nope. There's a team from the vaguely South Leicester area that may well be in the base game. Interesting. Whom? I'm going to see Bromley at home this Saturday. Could get promoted. Nice. They need one more win to win the league. Only got promoted to Southern Premier Central 2 years ago. But who? Who are we talking about? Is it Harborough? They were quite good in the FA Cup, weren't they? Oh, okay. Could basically walk there. I think it's safe to say if I end up doing Harbour for Nominated Legend next year, you'll probably get more than one matchday vlog. Every intro will be from outside the ground. Clip that. Is the Wembley to Wembley thing a no-go for the next few years? Probably a no-go forever. It just didn't get enough views. It as it get the silly thing about it, and I get it, is it's really interesting early on when it's non-league teams, and then it's easy to get tickets. But then you get to a point where people stop caring, and that's when it starts getting expensive because it's harder to get tickets. Like, no one's going to care about me going to the FA Cup quarter final between two Premier League teams, but it's going to cost me hundreds of pounds to go to. So trying to go all the way through to the final, probably not. I think my plans that I had to become a football vlogger are probably done now. Because I had plans to do all sorts of cool things. I was going to do a version of that with the Champions League, like a winner stays on thing with the Champions League. I was considering doing like a real life non-league to legend, where I basically pick the team closest to my house in the lowest league that I could find. Galactic Gaz, thank you for the super chat. I only just noticed it, but thank you very much. And Martin, thank you for 61 months. Much appreciated to both of you. Yeah, I was literally going to pick a team near my house who were in like the 8th or 9th tier or something silly like that. And winner stays on all the way to the Champions League over multiple seasons. See how long it would take. Like if you were to pick, like we did a save with Deeping Rangers years ago, and I still lived there. If I started going to every Deeping Rangers match, doing winner stays on, how long would it take to get to to win the Champions League? As long as you never become like that John Nellis. I don't know who that is, but I don't think that kind of content is for me anyway. I don't think I'm laddie or football-y enough to be able to do football content. We did work it out back in the garage days, I think. I think it was in the garage. But we did work it out that there was a season where we could have started with the same team we started non-league to legend with that year. And we would have made it to the Champions League final that season. It might have been the year Liverpool won it. Whenever that was. And whoever we started with, there was certainly a year where we basically could have done it from the 6th tier to the Champions League final just in one season, and it would have been perfect. Stunt Peg isn't very laddie either. No, but she's incredibly good at what she does, and I wouldn't be. She has got like an absurdly encyclopedic knowledge of football that I just don't have and wouldn't care to get. She is like full on obsessed with it. And I'm just not that bothered. Football's her autism superpower instead of Football Manager. Exactly. Does Harborough have a town fair? Yeah, probably. I don't get out much. It has the perfect combination of supermarkets all in a row, so you can get a little bit of everything all in the same trip. You've got Sainsbury's next to Waitrose, next to Aldi, next to Lidl. So you can literally get whatever you want from every level of supermarket. It's perfect. Without having to move your car. We like going to Harborough, get a coffee and Bewitch, then browse the shops. When me and Anna were exploring potentially opening a Lego shop at some point, I think that's probably where we'd open it. If we were to do a Lego shop, I think it's the exact kind of town that would be able to support an independent Lego shop because it's full of rich people. Yeah, there's no competition for miles around in any direction. Like the nearest proper Lego store would be Birmingham, probably, or Birmingham or Milton Keynes. So you're looking at an hour to get to a proper Lego store. There's no real independence nearby. There's not even a Smith's Toys particularly close. Like the nearest one of them would be Leicester. It's probably a good half hour away. Yeah, I always think it's mad that there's no Lego store in Cambridge. You'd think it'd be perfect. That and Rushton Lakes is another one where it's like, why is there no Lego store in Rushton Lakes? It screams Lego store. Right, we're losing here. This is no good. Come on, Chizzy, come and save us. Football goal incoming. Want to know what Cambridge would be like without university? Welcome to Peterborough. Peterborough has a university now. And Cambridge is, I mean, football aside, Cambridge is much nicer than Peterborough. Peterborough is a dump. Which I'm allowed to say, having lived there for the first 35 years of my life. It is a dump. Whereas Cambridge is lovely. Do you ever check Sainsbury's for Lego? I don't really have like a big Sainsbury's with a proper toy section. There's like a few bits here and there. The Argos in Sainsbury's is a better bet than Sainsbury's itself, which I think is all the same thing. They own Argos, don't they? I think now. Thought you hated Cambridge. I hate the team. The place is lovely. Oh, we're going to concede here because the keeper's not even looking. Just like Milton Keynes is one of my favourite places. I genuinely would move to Milton Keynes like that. Wouldn't even have to think about it. It's got everything I want from a city. There's a very real possibility that the next time we move house, it'll be to Milton Keynes. The only downside is the football team. Right, we're going to score the winner here. I can smell it. New to the chat, been watching videos for a while. Really enjoy the videos. Great entertainment. Look forward to the next video. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lovely stuff. Are we still top of the league? We are still top of the league. Us and Derby are starting to pull away a little bit. 4 points clear of Burnley, which is jolly nice. Oh, apparently we're not top of the league anymore. Silly old Derby. Oh, and Leeds have decided to get involved again. Where have they come from? Right, Middlesbrough weekend. Oh, it's Eagles versus Eagles in the FA Cup. The Battle of the Eagles. It's basically chicken fighting. And we're going to win the FA Cup this season. I don't think they realise that. Oh, and I've won Manager of the Month. What a time to be alive. Shut up, Mario. Mario can leave. We don't care. He's obviously not going to be good enough in the Premier League. Wow. Dynamo straight in there. All right. I mean, that took you 12 minutes. And he didn't even play for you before. I feel like this has been orchestrated. I mean, you can have him, but that's bananas. Right, we now have a left back again, which is jolly nice. Hang about. Oh, he's not the guy I'm thinking of. We had a player called Farah when we were last in the Championship, didn't we? Or did we? That might have been in Non-League to Legend. I thought there was a player that we were paying lots of money to and we forgot about him. But no, I don't think that is happening. Right, we have a left back again. He can only... Oh, no, he can play a full match. Lovely. Let's go beat Middlesbrough. Come on. I think this might be the last match of the stream because it sets us up, hopefully top of the league, 10 games to go, and Eagles versus Eagles first up on the next stream. All of which seems like a perfect way to set us up for a wonderful Tuesday night. Arsenal don't play until Wednesday next week, do they? Before I promise you a Tuesday and then not deliver. I'm checking. I think the Champions League matches swap around second week, don't they? Yes, they do, Kevin. Yes, they do. So yeah, we'll be streaming on Tuesday. But first, we need to win this particular football match. Do a goal from there. Oh. Oh. we did a goal. Do you want to see my Gyarados that I've been colouring? This is my latest colouring that I've been working on. It's going to be a Gyarados. I do enjoy colouring. It's the mid-bed. Exactly. The most contested part of the bed. Right, here we go. Another football. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. I'm new here. What's this save about? We're trying to win everything with Bedford. We're top of the championship currently. You sound like the Churchill dog with that. Oh, yes. He sounds like me. I was saying, oh, yes, before the Churchill dog was. That's for sure. I love how up to date my exclamation mark save is. That probably needs updating. Yeah, absolutely. Fire Topher. Right, come on then. Let's have another one. And nearly. Yeah, that needs updating, doesn't it? I'm not currently playing as Liverpool. I am trying to win the league from the Championship in 5 seasons. I'm always trying that. But I'm not doing a Pentagon challenge on YouTube ever again. Football! He's got 3 first names but scores goals, so it doesn't matter. Beautiful. Go on then. Hit it again. It's just as good the second time. Manager of the month curse, you all said. Half an hour in, we are 3-0 up against the team rock bottom of the championship. Middlesbrough only have 13 points this season. They are a miserable, steaming turd of a football team, it seems. Who have no business playing in my championship. Let's get to double figures. Get ourselves ready for Eagles versus Eagles. Oh, Niblets. Oh, what a goalkeeper. What a signing. What a manager. Don't know why I'm just focusing on Middlesbrough being at the bottom of the league. Let's focus on the top. The bit that matters. Oh, da, da, da. Right. I'm going to hydrate myself one more time with blue raspberry. Oh, that's blue. Lovely stuff. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Look, don't worry about whether or not you're in the mod channel on the Discord. I haven't logged in to the Lelujo Discord in about a year. I'm not sure it still exists. I assume somebody's looking after it to make sure it's not on fire, but it ain't me. Anna did not let me try the blue raspberry. Anna has had a traumatic day where she's had 36 needles in her spine. So when we got home from our day at the hospital, she has gone straight to bed and is asleep, which means I got to ransack the kitchen, found the blue raspberry, and help myself to some. Oh, Croupie's in. Boom. Boom. He's good at football. Ah, it's offside. Balls. Do I still have the Minecraft server? Probably. I don't know. There's a chance I do. Should have brought milk for the shakes. To be honest, we've got milk. I could have just had one. She wouldn't have known. But yeah, she's currently sleeping off an epidural. What's the most difficult challenge you've done on FM? I mean, probably the Pentagon, I guess. Knowing Anna, she's 100% counted at how many blue raspberries there was, and you're in for it in the morning. Yeah. I mean, the powder is white like all the other powder is. I could just transfer some... stick a scoop of lemon in there. It'll be fine. How old is Croupie? Still only 28. And we only paid 1.5 million for him. So, what a signing. Yeah, the current save we're doing on YouTube might end up being the hardest. Because these lower leagues in Spain are a nightmare. Because they are just set up to favour the big clubs B teams, which is, it's so alien to being used to lower league English football. How anti-small club the whole Spain setup seems to be. Wembley was harder than the Pentagon. I mean, I don't know. Managing in Thailand, I think, is harder than managing Wembley. So the thing with going deep into the lower leagues in England that the YouTubers don't want to tell you is it's really easy because you can, yeah, the finances might be rough, but the game's not built to simulate that low down. So the worst players in the Football Manager database are like just below Conference North and South quality. So if you're playing 4 divisions below that, the players you sign there are going to be good enough to still play for you when you get to the conference, which is why you get those heroes who stay with you as you go up the leagues, because they're far too good for the first league and the AI doesn't sign them. The game doesn't sign them. So that's where you get the Mick Powell style heroes. So it's actually quite easy if you ignore the finances and just accept they'll sort themselves out eventually, which, as we've shown with Bedford, the finances sort themselves out eventually. We have had some rotten financial situations over the course of this save, but if you just keep winning, the finances sort themselves out eventually. Yeah, Apollon was challenging at times. Apollon was a weird one because domestically it was pretty easy, but winning the Champions League with them was really hard. Right, boys and girls, we are going to wrap the stream up there because this is Eagles versus Eagles now, which is, this is how you start the next stream, Eagles versus Eagles. They're 12th in the Premier League. We're heading back to the Premier League because with 10 games to go, we are top of the Championship. So it's going to give us a good idea of if we're ready to go back. So Tuesday's stream, we're going to win the FA Cup and get promoted back to the Premier League, and we're going to have a lovely time doing it. But for now, I would say toodle pip. I'm still not ready to talk about what happened with Andrach today. If you haven't watched it, you should go and watch it. It is one of the, from an entertainment perspective, one of my best ever Football Manager YouTube videos. I recommend you go and watch it. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Toodle pip, everybody. Bye bye.